past all that. I ain't never really shopped there, and plus I have Prime, so I was like, let me just do this. I can't change. I think I have to wait a bunch more weeks to change this one, but I'm gonna definitely change it when I can change it. Or I might have to get my sister to change it. But I also gotta figure, I don't know if I can change this one on my own either, because this is hard to change. Like, how the fuck do you get this off? How? What about your back? I'm gonna leave the same ones on my back, because one of my back ones grew in my back, so I can't take it out. I know, I wish and pray better days and many blessings to come your way. Thank you so much. But yeah, no, I can't change my back ones because they're like in my back. You seem like a good person. I really am. I'm a really good person, and I get done wrong, and then people want to cry wolf and make me look like a bad person. But at the end of the day, literally, you haven't been here, but they're, hey girl. But my homeboy, basically a guy I used to talk to, but I caught him talking to this girl, and she had sent me the screenshots of him texting her, and I confronted him about it, and he lied about it. And then he wanted to try to tell me moments down the road that he didn't feel like dealing with me and I didn't feel like dealing with him, when I never said that. So when he said that, I hung up in his face and I left it at that. But I'm such a good friend that I seen he was locked up on Instagram, and I reached out to him, and when he got out of jail, I gave him rides home from work every day for like a whole fucking week. Never asked him for gas money, even though he did me wrong, and he should have been putting gas in my car because he's a fucking grown man. For him to take my, because he was driving my car, but I was like in the passenger seat, for him to take my car to all different types of stores, never even think about putting gas in my car. I gave him $20 to help him, because he said he was going to pay me back so he could get his license back. He never gave me the money, nor did he get his license that day. But I never said nothing about it because I was like, you know what? Doing good things will bless me. So if he ain't got that in his pocket right now, whatever. You know, I'm just that type of female. But a lot of bitches would be like, hell no, you putting gas in my car before I even do anything for you. But then he took my car to go jump his homeboy's car off and never like even asked me. And when his homeboy was getting in my car, I'm like, who the fuck are you and why are you getting in my car? And then I didn't say that to him, but I asked him like, who is this? Like, why is he getting in my car? And he was like, oh, we're gonna go take him to his car. Then we end up at the parking garage, and he's trying to jump my car, or jump the guy's car off, and I'm like, you're gonna like mess up my battery, you know? And me being a female, I knew nothing about that shit. And he got so mad at me for saying that because he was embarrassed that he thought his homeboy heard the whole conversation. So he threatened to drive my car off a car garage. We were on the second floor, and he tried to drive my car off of it, yelling. People were looking at the car. Then I was like, oh hell no. Like, I told him, once you get to the bottom of this car garage, get the fuck out my car and find a different ride. Well, he didn't want to stop my car. I wasn't finna argue with him, especially a grown man behind the wheel of my car. No, you have control of my life. I'm not saying shit to you. So I let him drive the car to his house. Midway to his house, he fucking turns my music off just to apologize for yelling at me, to start yelling at me again because I did not agree with what he said. He wanted me to apologize to him. What the fuck I'm apologizing for? You're the one who threatened my life, and you're the one who was yelling at me. I only got loud and told you to get the fuck out of my car when you started talking crazy to me. And then after that whole situation, we had got to his house, and I wanted him out my car. He wanted an apology. He wanted to fix the situation. He even called my phone once I got home. I broke down crying in front of him because I just wanted him to get out my car so I could leave, because I've been in domestic relationships. So yelling at me is not going to do nothing for me but make me never speak to you again. And yeah, he wanted an apology. And Sean kept telling me, don't apologize to him. You never did nothing wrong. And I ended up being so mad at myself for apologizing to this man. So I had to block this man because I was like, you know what? I'm going to be that bitch to forgive him and then be there for him again and then not make it again. Like, my life would not be what it is, you know? So I got to do better, you know? That's crazy. That was real nice. See, I'm really a genuine ass person. People don't realize the kind of bitch I am. Like, I think it's because I've been in so much crazy shit in my life that I feel like everybody deserves help. Everybody deserves a second chance. But when you threaten my life and then you won't get out my car, like, no. There was people fucking staring at me, staring at my car because you were yelling so fucking loud. Like, thank you for the gifts. Like, that man didn't do shit for me. He didn't help me with nothing. He, you know, at the end of the day, I didn't even ask this man for gas money because I knew that he had just got locked up or just got out of jail, and I knew that he probably didn't have much money because he put like 15K on his bond. And I was like, you know what, like I want you to get back on your feet again. So I was not even gonna expect him to pay me the gas money, but I never said that. And then when I told him at the end of the day, like, you know, I'm a real bitch, like I never even asked you for that shit. I wasn't not gonna ask you for it. When you tried to hand it to me, I was gonna tell you to keep that shit. But yet he wants to talk about, oh, you were just rubbing that in my face, you were just saying that, blah blah, like to make it seem like you're like, what? I don't gotta be a good person, bitch. I am a good person. Like, let's be fucking for real. I didn't have to do shit for you. The fuck? I don't have to do shit for nobody. That's what the crazy part is. No, ain't nobody gonna do that for me. You know what's actually crazy?
Wow, Gloria.
When I bought my Camaro, right? I had drove my other car to go buy the Camaro, and my Camaro broke down. But I was sick when I bought my Camaro, and he had the day before he had called my phone, and I was sick. He woke me up out of my sleep. He's the one who got me sick, mind you, and he woke me up out of my sleep. Thank you for the gifts. So I told him, like, I was still in my sleep, and when he woke me up, I was just like, bro, you're interrupting my sleep. So he's like, okay, well, call me when you wake up. But I didn't hear that part because I was still asleep. And then when I had left the next morning and I didn't call him, he was like, oh, you was probably cheating, you was probably doing this whole time, you was texting that bitch. Why are you worried about what the fuck I was doing anyways? He didn't come help me when my car was broke down, even though I was literally on his side of the city. He didn't come help me. He didn't nothing. He tried to help me, but when he was in the situation after getting locked up, I never said shit to him. Oh, you was texting that girl behind my back, I'm not gonna help you. No, I got out of my bed and ran to help that man. But when it was me, he said, forget that shit, leave you fucking stranded. Like, what? So me and my homegirl were asking people at the stores to help us jump the car. We didn't even know what the fuck we was doing. Like, that's what's real fucked up, you know? That was great and very nice of you. Not many people would have done that. Yeah, I know. Good people finish last. Here, some people just wasn't raised right. He wasn't a good guy. He's never been a good guy. He's never been a good guy. Literally. Because if he was, he would have never sat there and accused me that day. He would have been like, okay, where you at? Let me help you. That's why I always say, every time I help people, nobody helps me. Like, I get through life on my own. I bet you I can't call nobody for nobody to help me, you know? But from Australia, period. That's far as fuck. He definitely wasn't a good person, and he definitely is in the wrong for what he did. Oh, I know, girl. You should have never gave him your energy and time. I know, and that's what's wrong with me. But I feel like helping people, like, you know, helping people is always going to benefit me in the end. So I was just like, even though he did me wrong, I'm going to be there for him because that's just the kind of person I am. Even though I'm a Leo and I like things my way, Leos have really big hearts, you know? My mother always said when people accuse you of doing something, it's because they're doing it themselves. It's true. I caught him texting a whole bitch, and then he want to tell me, oh, you was probably cheating. You was probably with another dude last night. We was not even dating, mind you. But, like, I definitely wasn't. I was in my bed sick as fuck. I couldn't even fucking move. Me and this man, the first day I was sick, fell asleep on FaceTime. Like, he was so tired that he called me. Like, his phone hung up. He called me. I answered it, and then we fell asleep on the phone. Like, I couldn't even, like, move or nothing. I was eating popsicles for fucking days straight because I couldn't keep food down. He did. He definitely did. Now you know how he moves. No more two chances. No, for real. After the last situation, I was just scared for my life. And I seen him view my story the other day on my other TikTok because I have him blocked on this page. But I didn't feel like going through and blocking him on everything. I'm a Leo. But yeah, no. Leave him alone. That's what I gotta do. That's what I said. Like, if I was to associate myself, God knows if I would have made it back home. You know, he's threatening my life. Talk about I would never do nothing to hurt you, but you literally did. Like, he knows I've been through domestic relationships. My ex literally beat on me, and his mother told me to yell louder while he was beating my ass, and she was in her room laying in her bed. The next day she said, if you're gonna yell, you need to learn how to yell louder. Like, and I have a strong something I can say about that situation. So I don't fuck with people yelling at me. I don't fuck with people getting loud with me. I don't fuck with none of that shit. Yeah, his mother. And she had a STROKE a few, like, years ago. And I said, yell louder is insane. That's what I'm saying. And so I literally type of relationship, it's okay. But when she said that shit, if she was not in the situation she was in, I would have made her in that situation, because she can't even get around on her own. She has to use a walker. She can't even stand up on her own. I would have, if she wasn't in that situation beforehand and she said that shit to me, I would have made her in that situation. She would have been walking like that with her walker around her motherfucking house because I did that shit. You know what I'm saying? She's lucky I couldn't even put my hands on her, because I would have felt bad doing that shit. But I don't care whose mama it is. If I'm dating somebody, if your mama disrespect me, just know I'm gonna stand on it. I don't give a fuck. I don't gotta be